Hi guys, it's a late one, I know, but I just thought I'd chuck it out there. Should have done this one 7 months ago. I actually did a version of it, but I didn't have my figure at that point. I've had him for a while. He's just the worst Hot Toys figure. You can't pose him at all. So the only way I found that you can pose him, just move the head out a little bit, move the arms out a bit, spread the legs a bit, so you're not destroying the costume, because it destroys really quickly. And to do a Skykite cape on the back, which is basically just this aluminium stuff, just aluminium mesh. That's all it is. It's a really small grade aluminium mesh and some wire. So all you're doing to attach this to the back is it runs down from the top there. I've used heat shrink on this, so you take off the head, and it's basically just on a wire on there. On a wire, you just click it over the joint. So you get the mesh, cut holes in it, bend it how you want, fold it how you like, so it looks like it's blowing in the wind. Lots of folds, lots of tears, because it is just a piece of material that he gets from a Skykite, from a Thorite. If you're a comic fan, I mean, if you just watch the game, he hasn't got this on the game. If you just play the game, if you're only familiar with him in the game, I'm familiar with him with the comic 2099 because I love the costume. But it just looks so much better if you can put something on the back. The rubber is so it doesn't affect the costume at all. So it just runs down his back there. It's black, so it kind of blends in. You're only looking at him from the front anyway, and it's roughly in the positions that it would have been fixed. Maybe you can make it maybe make it a little bit higher if you want. Up to you. So all it is, you cut the mesh to whatever shape you want. So you cut it in the shape of a cloak, like a Superman cloak. And then just jagged the edges. You get the material, you get the wire. This is just any old cheap wire. This is X armor cable wire. This covers armor cable. You'd fold it like that so it goes around the neck. And then you just get in this and folding it over. So you're folding over the edge onto there like that. So it all just tucks in nice and neat, just makes the edge, and it holds itself. And you obviously do the same with the other side. You're folding it in. It all just folds in nicely in there, nice little edge. And then you just cut whatever you want on it. You'd cut, obviously this is a miniature version, but you just cut it jagged around the edges. Just cut whatever sort of shapes you want in there. Make sure you've got lots of bits that can flow. So you're just cutting it however you want, like so. And then cut holes in it. So you stick it in there and just make some holes. So there's tears in it. Just gives it a bit of character. However you want, up to you. Obviously you're doing a much larger version. And then you can just literally bend it into whatever shapes you wish. So it can be flowing down his back. Get loads of flows in it. So it looks like it's blowing in the wind. And that's just literally hanging on his back. It just clips over the top of the neck peg. And that's basically what you're working on from the back. This stuff from eBay it's pence, really. It's very inexpensive. You only need a small amount. And it's the sort of fine aluminium mesh for modeling, whatever you want to use it for. Really simple. And it actually gives him some form of movement. He actually looks like he's standing in the wind. So when he's on the top of your cabinet, and he'll be up high. This one's outside of a cabinet. He's up high on the top of the cabinets, looking down. So you get the movement. You move the head down. It looks like he's looking down. You know, that's about all you can do with him. I mean, I love Spider-Man 2099, which is why I bought it. And I did know it was probably one of them costumes you couldn't pose. But literally, I might as well have bought a statue. I've got this little statue, which is actually better. I mean, it's actually got a pose to it. You know, this is what I wanted to do with the Hot Toys one. If I could have done that with it, I'd have been over the moon. I'm just hoping a third party make a copy of this, so you can just pose it as much as you like, because this guy should be posed. All Spider-Man figures should be from Hot Toys, all of them. But no, the latest ones, not so much. So that's it, guys. If you want a Skykite material on the back to give him some form of dynamic appearance. That's it. Aluminium, bit of that, bit of heat shrink. So you'd slide the heat shrink up there with the two halves. So where the two halves are, you'd slide your heat shrink up here, shrink it, and then you'd add this to it. It just protects the costume at the back, that's all. And you can still move it around, get it into the center, get it however you want, and you just literally bend it into any shapes. So bend it how you like, make it look as dynamic as you like. Okay, that about wraps it up for that one. My next one's going to be the Ed 209, Hot Toys Ed 209. I've bought one of those. It's the rubbers have all gone on it, so I'll be replacing the dome and all the rubber joints and showing you how to replace all the rubber joints on those and where to get the parts from, because they're obviously not the original Hot Toys rubbers that I'm using. They are much better. They don't decay anywhere near as quickly. So if you want to see that one, that'll probably be up in about a week. I'm still waiting for Ryan to I'm going to pass this one on to Ryan, but I've got to do it and I'll give it to Ryan so he can edit it and upload it. So maybe another week for the Ed 209 ones. That'll be two-parter. Dome first and then rubber joints. Oh, great. Have fun, stay safe, and see you in the next one. Bye for now.